Now let's look at the components of the Saftest system. First are the Saftest kits. All Saftest kits have the same design. They consist of reagents that are detectors for the specific analyte that you would be looking at, and they consist of calibrators that allow you to standardize your equipment. They come with a package insert that gives brief instructions about the protocol to be used. Most of the test kits that we'll be working with for fat content and fat quality do require refrigeration for full shelf life. Shelf life is a year from the date of manufacture on these test kits. Now let's look at the workstation itself. The workstation is going to allow you to begin a food matrix preparation that will involve using a vortex and often a heat block, a membrane separation unit that is going to allow you to take that complex food matrix in which the fat or lipid has been solubilized and prepare a filtrate for analysis. Once that filtrate is prepared, there are basic design for the setup of an assay and use of the different detection reagents using dispensers, which facilitates their addition. Also, you will get controls, Saftest controls, which run like samples and ensure that in fact your calibration and reagents are accurate for that particular assay. The controls come with established ranges that you would expect to obtain in your laboratory. When the tubes have been incubated with the detection reagents and the samples, they're either placed on the rocker or in the heat block until the final time of analysis. Most of the Saftest assays are a short 10 minutes, so you can very rapidly learn the quantity of lipid peroxides or free fatty acids or alkanals in your taste matrix within 10 minutes. A final reading is performed on the Saftest analyzer. In this case, this is the Microchem 1, which has a data exit port and allows a printout of your results immediately during the assay. A newer model, the Microchem 2, requires its own printer, as well as it can be loaded with a computer, and database can be transferred back and forth between the instrument and a computer for further information processing. So it's a very simple system with a few components that can be set up in a relatively small section of your laboratory and allow you to perform these 5 tests quickly and easily. In fact, you can analyze 6 samples for all 5 endpoints within half an hour and have full profiles of the oxidative degradation in your raw material or finished formulation. Along with the Saftest workstation comes a manual which describes in great detail each of these components as well as all of the different protocols. We also supply quick start cards, which Bob will show you more about later, but one of them focuses specifically on sample preparation, and then each one is provided for each of the different assays. AssaySafe, AldaSafe, the AlkalSafe test for alkanals, and PeroxySafe for lipid peroxides. These are the components of the Saftest system, from the test kits through the working platform to the accompanying documentation that are going to allow you to accurately and reproducibly analyze your test materials at your site. We're now going to go back to the individual steps that are used in order to prepare, separate, set up a test, and read your different tests in the Saftest system. And Bob DeStefani is going to help me do that, and he's going to begin with sample preparation and separation, the first 2 steps of the 4 basic steps of the Saftest system.